Heyo everybody, Haku here with my video where we're going to discuss the upcoming anime for winter 2018, and the whole purpose of this is that I'm going to go through and discuss some of these and their descriptions and all of that. And I actually have a list here that I have written down on actual paper, going very old school with this, but I have 15 shows that I'm planning to try to watch and check out. 3 that I'm like, maybe I'll check out and see what's going on with them. I do also have 4 written down that are second seasons to stuff that I haven't really seen the first season of that I'll get to watching eventually. But the basic point of this video is I'm going to go through, discuss which ones I'm thinking about watching, which ones that maybe I may or may not review. I kind of want to wait and watch the first episode of each of these before I decide on something to review, and I'm maybe going to pick around 2, maybe 3 at the most to review. Because I'm going to be still reviewing One Piece, still reviewing Mahotsukai no Yome, and I also want to maybe watch some older stuff that I haven't seen yet and maybe even catch up on that. Also, sorry if the face cam's a little small, but I wanted to keep it out of the way. I don't even know if you can read what's in the actual video, even though I do record in, or I try to render out and record in HD. So yeah, sorry this intro is getting a little bit long-winded, but I felt with the nature of things that's kind of how I needed to go with this. Was there anything else I needed to mention before we get into it? I won't be showing the actual Peaveys, but for a couple of these that had really good Peaveys, I might bring it up so that you can go see them yourself. So yeah, this is going to be kind of me recommending stuff to you, and the point of it, which I keep missing, is so that you can talk to me in the comments after seeing this and learning a little bit about what's coming next season yourself. Not only will this inform you, but you can tell me stuff that you think I should watch, stuff you want me to watch. And if you have any suggestions, hey, you need to review this because I think you would like it, or I think it'd be good for the channel, or just I personally would like to see it happen, then comment down there and let me know, and I'll watch that certain one you wanted me to watch and maybe review it, or at least I can try it. So I mean, no harm in at least trying. So let's go ahead and start talking about a few of these, I guess. Also, before any of you call me out on it, my anime list is what I'm using, and it's usually not bad when it comes to ads, but I am using ad block just for the video, just in case, because sometimes even on reputable sites that I trust, such as this one, sometimes you get an ad where you're like, oh, that is very much R-rated, rated R18, and don't want that randomly showing up in a video without me catching it. So I do have ad block for just these such occasions. So yeah, let's go through and talk about stuff. Starting out, I only have the, and you can use this if you aren't familiar with the site. You can see stuff that's airing for different seasons, and whether it's movies, specials, OVAs. I'm just doing TV anime, and I don't have it's sorted by any genres or anything. So yeah, and there are 4 kids anime, but I'm not watching any of them, so I just cut that off so there's less stuff to look at. But either way, starting off with 25 Sai no Joshikosei. It's a romance with the description and all, and I'm not going to go super deep into any of these just to save time because I know you won't want to see any of them. It's like a part of it seems like, okay, I might like this, but another part of it seems a little bit creepy, so I'm going to hold off and not watch it. It's not on my list of things I want to watch, just because, I don't know, while there is this certain spark to it that I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, and if I were into that sort of thing, I might like it. It seems like the kind of thing where I'd watch and just maybe be a little bit creeped out by. I don't know, some romances are kind of creepy to me. But either way, moving on, we have another season of Basilisk, but I haven't seen any previous Basilisk, so I'm not watching it. We got Beatless. This one sounds... okay, this one sounds really good. It's on my list. I'm going to try to watch it. Not sure if it's going to be something I'll review or not, but I'm going to at least try to watch it. But its description is the first of many you will see this season, and generally every season. I even commented on it in Discord where I was like, why are so many anime? The basic premise is oh, we have this super cool fantasy world, and there's just this normal boy living an everyday life in this fantasy world, and then, oh wow, this girl comes in with these crazy weird powers or something, and she's gonna send him on a crazy adventure. Let's read the description. With the introduction of an ultra-advanced AI that surpasses human intelligence, beings that mankind is yet to fully comprehend, made from materials far too advanced for human technology, begin coming into being. Lacia, an H1E, HIE, equipped with a black coffin-shaped device, is one of these. In Boy Meets Girl fashion, 17-year-old Arato Endo has a fateful encounter with the artificial Lacia. For what purpose were these artificial beings created? Amid questions regarding the coexistence of these artificial beings and humans, a 17-year-old boy makes a decision. That is so that basic premise. That is so fully that premise. But yeah, it does seem interesting. Cute AI girl and all, but we'll see how it is. Honestly, that description reminds me a lot of do you guys, any of you that have been around on the channel for a while, remember when I reviewed Clockwork Planet? That description reminds me a lot of Clockwork Planet. Next up, Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Hen. This is one of the four where I was like, I'm probably not going to watch it week to week, but I'll get to it eventually. Cardcaptor Sakura, for those of you that don't know, and I've talked about it at least once or twice, it is one of the anime that you could probably thank for me liking anime. It came on every morning before school when I was in kindergarten, and I would watch it every day before school in kindergarten. And that's sort of it's sort of one of the building blocks that I would credit for me even liking anime to begin with. But that being said, I haven't really fully gone back and watched Cardcaptor Sakura since I was a little kid. So I don't think I have a vast enough knowledge base that if I jumped in for Clear Card Hen that I would have any idea what's going on. I want to go back and rewatch Cardcaptor Sakura before I watch this. So I probably won't be watching it week to week. Citrus, on my list of stuff to watch, I'm a big fan of Shoujo Ai. I've mentioned that before too. Big ol' fan of Shoujo Ai. The Yori is my deal. And I think that there are probably a few series I could credit that for. I think the biggest is Yuri Kuma Arashi. Yuri Kuma Arashi was artsy as fuck, and it was a show that I really, really loved and adored. I watched it thinking that it would suck. You can see in my review, I did a review on it. I watched it for the sole purpose of it sounded like something that would suck. So I was like, let me watch this ridiculous, dumb-sounding anime and do a review where I'm like, man, this was ridiculous and dumb. But then I ended up watching it, and it was one of the better anime that I've ever seen, ever, really. So, yeah, and it was, again, a Shoujo Ai romance. So I do want to try Citrus. That and the premise of it does sound interesting. It had a serviceable enough PV, I guess. Dagash Kosh Season 2. I do want to watch that, but I have to watch Season 1 first. So I'm probably not going to do it week to week because I don't have time to watch the whole season just in, a week or two until it starts. Dominics Prints Anime Caravan, no thanks. Doesn't really look like my kind of thing. Let me skip through. Actually, yeah, this doesn't sound... This is sort of like the reverse harem type of deal, where the female main character with all the male characters that'll be interested in her and all of that. So yeah, no thanks. Not really my thing. Next up, Darling in the Franxx. This one could be one I totally review, just because it's Trigger, one of my absolute favorite studios. I covered Trigger's past 2 anime that they had the past 2 years. So I might do it just for the sake that it's Trigger, but we'll see how it goes. The art style in the Peaveys, and for those of you that live in America like me, when I went to watch the Peaveys on the official channel and all that, it said they were blocked in my country, but I was able to find re-uploads of them elsewhere. The art style reminds me a lot of Kill la Kill's art style in the designs and all that. But it does look really, really cool, so I'm going to be watching it either way. But I'm not quite sure if I'll review it or not. It depends. Like I said, I'll have to watch the first episode of everything and see what you guys say in the comments. Death March Kara Hajimaru Isekai Kyoso Kyoku. Oh gosh. That seems really cool. Seems like your typical isekai show. But it seems like your typical isekai show. The PV, this is the one, right? Let me look. Wiping out an army of lizards. Yeah, this was the one. The PV showed off some kind of bad-looking 3D CG animation, but there was some 2D animation in there with it. So I'm not quite sure. It's one of the 3 maybes. I'm gonna at least check it out, but I can't really say that I'll watch the entire thing. Then Fate Extra Last Encore. Haven't seen the previous Fate series, but I do want to watch this eventually when I marathon through the other Fate series. Gakuen Babysitters, no thanks, not really my thing. For those of you that do want to know, it's about like, are they brothers? Yeah. Either way, it's about these, it's supposed to be Bishoujo anime boys, or Bishonen, I guess technically, Bishonen anime boys, taking care of babies as babysitters. No thanks. GD Men, no idea what it's about. The art doesn't make me want to see it. There's very little description or anything about it, so I'm going to go ahead and take a hard pass. Gin Guardian second season, haven't watched the first one, so that's another no. Gintama, the final arc of Gintama. Either way, I'm not anywhere near caught up with where Gintama is, so another pass. Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. This one, from the description, I was like, that seems kind of generic, not that good. But then I watched the PV. Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens had a pretty killer PV. It's supposed to be about this town with crime and an underworld, and it's a place where there are killers, detectives, informants, and then killer of professional killers shows up in the series, and there's a bunch of crazy fights and stuff, and it reminds me of a lot of other series, but it looks super interesting, so I definitely want to watch it. Hakume Tomikochi, about some tiny girls, Hakume and Mikochi, living in the forest. It seems like it'll be one of those like nice, calm, almost Shoujo Shimatsu Ryoko, or even, I guess you can't describe Made in Abyss like this that much, but one of the more artsy shows with the cutesy designs. I'm really interested in it and definitely watching it, and it's by Lerche, or Lurch, I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but that's one of my favorite studios too. Haikyuu Hoshin Engi. There are a lot of shows this season. This actually has a kind of cool retro art style from the Peaveys and stuff, so some of you might definitely be into it. I would say check it out and see if it's something you're interested in, but I don't think I'm going to watch it just because, like I said, I'm trying to cut back and watch a little bit less this season so that I can watch some older shows. And this one's just, it doesn't catch my eye enough to be one of the 15 that I felt like watching, or even one of the maybes. Hataraku Onisama, again, it seems like it could be cool. It looks like it's going to be a short series. I wish that it told you if something was going to be a series of shorts or not, like without having to click on it and look. But yeah, it doesn't really look like my kind of thing. Not going to watch it. Haikyuu Precure, haven't watched any Precure. You know, maybe I should someday, but I haven't watched any Precure, so I'm not going to watch this one. Inzama Delivery, Dogyosha Attacken, no idea what it's about, and I'm assuming from the name it's a second season or third season of something. So yeah, just not interested. Junji Ito Collection, I feel like a decent amount of people are going to be watching this. It's by Studio Dean. A lot of people seem to love Junji Ito's works. But, I don't know. Junji Ito stuff, the horror and such, it's not really my thing, and it's just going to be a collection of different stories from him. So, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like my thing. I don't think I'm going to watch it. Karakai Jozu no Takagi Son. I think this might be a type of series that some of you might like, but it seems like a little bit too cutesy romance-ish for me. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it, I guess. I checked out the PVs and all. I'm not really feeling it. But I might give it a second look over. I might give it a try, but I'm not really feeling it. Killing Bites I definitely want to see, and it could certainly be something I end up reviewing. The artwork here and the art style kind of reminded me a little bit of Juni Tyson, but hopefully it ends up a little bit better than that when the actual production quality is there. From the Peaveys, all the animation and stuff looks pretty good, pretty serviceable. But it's one of those series that I fear that maybe after the first few episodes it goes down in quality. But it does look pretty good, and the actual concept itself of basically Animorphs, it looks really, really cool and unique. And the main character has an awesome design, so I'm pretty excited to check this out. It's made by Leiden Films. I looked at some of their earlier works, doing my homework on these before making this video, and they had some stuff that I watched. Like, I'm pretty sure they made the Rokudenash earlier this year, I think maybe in spring. Akashic Records, they made that, but they didn't make anything that I thought had particularly great animation or anything, so we'll see how things turn out. They made, I believe they're the studio that did Berserk 2016 with the, oh god, terrible, horrible 3D CG, but this looks like it's completely in 2D, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Next up, Koi wa Ame Yagari no Yoni. This one does look pretty interesting as well. Again, kind of the creepy age difference romance. It's by Wit Studio, which is a really, really good studio, but I'm gonna go for a no on this one. I don't think I'm interested. Mamaneko, there's nothing here, so I'm just gonna move past it. Kukuku though, I thought that the description sounded kind of, I didn't think that this artwork looked good. I thought the description sounded kind of a little bit dumb, but then I looked at the PVs, and the PVs looked damn good. So I'm going to watch it, I'm going to give it a chance, and we'll see what happens. Now, one of my 3 maybes that I don't really know if I'm giving it a chance, I guess I can maybe watch an episode or 2, but I don't know if I'll stick with it, was Mira no Kaikata. About a guy who finds this tiny little mummy and a bunch of other characters with tiny little mascot-ish characters. Either way, it looks really cute and interesting, and it looks like it'll be just a chill whatever series, so I'll check it out and see what it's like. Mitsuboshi Colors looked like a cute little lollies doing whatever kind of series, and then I saw the PV, and Mitsuboshi Colors had, again, a pretty kickin' PV. So I'm gonna watch it. I might even review it if the first episode's really good. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Mitsuboshi Colors actually looks quite good. Madkin, I don't know. It looks that again looks like a really cool show, and of course the whole magical school thing is going to remind me of my favorite anime, Little Witch Academia. So my favorite show in general, Little Witch Academia. So definitely gonna watch it, possibly even review it depending on how good it is, but it looks really, really cool. Nanatsu no Bitoku, my hype is through the roof for Nanatsu no Bitoku because I loved Sin Nanatsu no Taizai, and this is a spin-off of that, where instead of being about the 7 deadly sins, it's about the 7 heavenly virtues, and I am so ready. It's gonna be a bunch of ecchi stuff, so I'm probably not going to review it, but I'm definitely 100% watching it. I'm so hyped for it because I loved Sin Nanatsu no Taizai so much. It was just a bunch of just boobs and asses everywhere, ecchi, but it had this sense of humor about it where it almost felt like it was constantly sort of tongue-in-cheek making fun of itself, but it never did that while devaluing itself. It still had really nice animation and production quality, and it was still genuinely funny and could get you into the story here and there. So I'm hoping that Nanatsu no Bitoku can sort of hit me with that same sort of almost inside joke, meme, but still guilty pleasure enjoyable status. So I'm hoping Nanatsu no Bitoku can hit me with something good. Natsu no Taizai, the third season, even though the second season was only like 4 episodes. Haven't watched that. Don't know if I feel like covering this or watching it week to week even. But I will be watching it because I loved the first season. I'll watch it whenever I watch the second. I haven't watched the second even though like it's 4 episodes. Haven't watched Overlord, so I'm not watching Overlord 2 yet, but I might get to it sometime eventually. I kind of want to get to it sometime eventually. I want to watch Overlord, see what it's all about. Paputa Piku, I actually follow the translator for Monmusu, because he also does streams and stuff, and I watch his streams. He's a cool guy, but he posts and retweets stuff about the manga for Coma, whatever that this is based on, quite often. So they obviously have similar taste to me, I guess. It makes me interested in checking this out. But I don't know much about it, so it's a hard maybe from me, I guess. I tried to look before this to see if it was going to be like full-on episodes or if it was just a short series. There's not much information on it, but there's barely any staff or cast listed, so, and just very little listed in general. So I think it's going to be a series of short episodes. They're probably only going to be like 3 to 5 minutes long. Ramen Daisuki Koizumi-san. At first, I checked out the Peaveys and I was really torn, and I ended up saying, I don't think I'm going to check it out. But now, I don't know. Now I might actually I'm really on the fence with this one. I don't know if I want to check it out or not. It's basically about a high school student that's in sort of ramen addict, always on the lookout for great ramen restaurants, it says. I don't know about it. I don't know if I'm going to check it out or not because there's a lot of other stuff I want to watch. But I guess it's another maybe. Ryuo no Oshigoto, I want to watch it or at least give it a chance. And I'm not going to lie, it's basically because Lolly. That's basically it. But I did see the PVs and the PVs looked kind of good. So I'm happy that the Lolly drew my attention and got me to want to give it a chance. Psycho Kuso no Phi non 2. I think that's Phi. Yeah, I didn't watch the first season, don't really know much about the manga either, so gonna take a pass on it. Sakura no Chica, a longer title. It's about an idol group, don't know much about it. Doesn't really look as interesting as a lot of other shows. I'm gonna pass on it unless, again, one of you says I should watch it. Sanrio Danchi, what was this one about? Oh yeah, this high school character guy that loves this cute mascot, and he meets up with a bunch of other guys that like cute mascots. Either way, I'm gonna pass on it because, like I said about the one show earlier, it's kind of just the Bishonen type deal. Slow Start is one of my last of 3 maybes, I think. It seems like it has potential, but I don't know, there's nothing that really draws my attention to it as much as some other shows. But I think I'll at least check the first episode out and see if it's something I'd enjoy watching the rest of. Doesn't the posing and art, just this art style, remind you of a lot of anime posters? I don't know, it reminds me of a lot. It almost kind of reminds me of the poster art for Magical Girl Raising Project. At least the first 2 on the front, it really reminds me of that a lot for whatever reason. Sora Yori Motoi Basho, that might be one of them that I review. This looks, it just says it's going to center on high school girls visiting the South Pole, but it's by Madhouse, and the PV looks damn good. Like, this looks like it's going to be a really, really good show. Takunomi looks like it's going to be a pretty alright show. It's about 20-year-old moving to Tokyo and drinking a bunch, I guess. But she moves to this girl's house with a bunch of different people of different ages and occupations, which I think will be an interesting thing to watch. So, yeah, it's got my attention. I want to watch it. It'll probably be pretty alright. Doubt I'll review it. Choji no Miko, same thing. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like something that I'm going to enjoy watching, but I'll probably not review it unless it surprises me and is really good. Yomushi Peddle, haven't watched any of the previous ones, don't plan on watching this one. It's just not my thing. I know it's pretty popular, but it's just not my thing. Yuru Camp Delta, I guess. I don't know if it's just Yuru Camp or if that's supposed to be a delta, or is that the symbol? I don't go hiking or anything. Is that the symbol for summit or something? But either way, it looks really good. It looks really cute, and like I'd enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna give it a chance. Gonna watch it and see how it goes. Don't know if I'll review it. Again, we'll have to see how things go. Then a sequel anime of a thing I haven't watched the first season of. So going back through real quick to discuss ones that I liked now that I've gone through all of them. Gonna watch Beatless. Don't know if I'll review it. Gonna watch Citrus. Don't know if I'll review it. I will watch Dagash and Cardcaptor Sakura at some point when I rewatch Cardcaptor Sakura and rewatch first season of this. I don't know about this. I don't know if I want to give it a chance or not. I kind of don't want to give it a chance because I'm already going to be checking out so many other things, but who knows. Not going to watch it. Darling in the Franxx, totally watching that. Might review it. It's kind of on the upper list to review. Death March, I'm going to check it out, but I don't know if I'll watch it past the first episode. I'm just going to see what it's like. Fate is in the same boat as Dagash, and not watching either of these. Not watching that or that. I'm going to watch Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. That looks really good. Maybe even review. Who knows what'll happen. Hakume Tomikuchi, same thing. Who knows what'll happen. Maybe I'll review it. Maybe the first episode will blow me away. But I'm at least watching it. Not watching either of these. Though if a lot of you say to check out one of these two, then maybe I'll check them out. But at least for right now, just on my own, I'm not going to watch them. Not going to watch any of these three. I'm going to go back through and watch the Peaveys for this one again, because I'm not sure. This Karakai Jozu no Takagi Son. I'm going to go back through and watch the Peaveys again. I don't think I'm interested, because it's like just this middle school romance. I don't think I'm interested, but you know, I might give it a chance. Not quite sure. Killing Bites, totally watching. Might even review. It looks awesome. Not going to watch this one. Gonna watch Kukuku, maybe even review it, but probably not. I don't know. It does look quite good, so we'll see what happens. Not gonna watch Mamaneko, but I'm gonna watch Miro no Kakaita, or at least watch the first episode and see what it's about. Definitely watching Mitsuboshi Colors, may review it. Same with Madkin. I'm gonna watch it, maybe review it. Super hyped and excited for Nanatsu no Bitoku, but I probably won't review it just because I kind of know the general way that the show will be, and I don't think it works that great for reviews. But hey, if you guys want to see me review it, maybe. Just tell me. Not watching either of those yet. Maybe I'll check this out. Don't know. Maybe I'll check that out. Don't know. Gonna watch Ryo no Oshikoto. Think it might be good. Not going to watch Finon. Not going to watch this or this. I'm going to check out Slow Start, at least the first episode. We'll see how things go. Going to be watching all three of these. And Sora Yori Motoi Basho may be one that I review. It looks like it's going to be really good. And then of the three on the bottom, I'm only watching Yuru Camp. Because it looks like it's going to be a pretty comfy and nice comedy. So yeah, those are my thoughts on all these. Went through them. Hopefully you learned a little bit. But tell me down there in the comments if there's anything out of all these that you want me to review, that you want me to watch. Just give me those suggestions and I'll take them into consideration, of course. And for when I get around to reviewing them, I'm probably just going to watch the first... I'll probably go and watch the first episode or two before I decide fully for sure what I'm going to review. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video. Like I said, comment down there with any of that. Subscribe for more anime, manga, light novels, tons of stuff on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. If you want a link to our Discord server so you can talk with me or any of the rest of us there, even talk about suggestions there, just ask and I'll give you a link to the Discord. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.